Hello everyone, this is Tanya and welcome to my channel, Islamorada Homestead. This time I decided to do something a little different. In my previous videos I showed putting all the ingredients together and then I melted them and showed you the result after that. And this time I decided to go ahead and put my ingredients together, all my oils, and get them melted. So right here I am going to show you how I prefer to mix up my micas, so I can get the color dispersed a little bit better without having any chunks show up in my soap, which I've had happen. Live and learn. So this time I decided to dip some out of my oils I already have mixed up, and sometimes I just take a little extra olive oil or sunflower oil, whatever carrier oil I have in there, and use that to mix it up. It usually doesn't make a difference unless I use like a whole bunch of different colors. Then it might make a difference on your end results and how soft the soap is. But this time I just decided to take it from the oils that I already had mixed up. So if mixing up the or showing you measuring out the ingredients is something you want to see, just let me know down in the comments. The palette knife I'm using, I think I ordered it off of Amazon a long time ago, and the glass plate I just picked up at Dollar Tree. I just took the temperature and I believe it was at 91 degrees. I usually soap a little cooler than that, but I was a little impatient this time. I'm adding my lye water and I am going to start blending to get everything mixed up and achieve a trace. The trace doesn't have to be real thick, but you definitely need to make sure that you have everything blended well so your oils don't separate. Now I'm going to start separating my batter into other containers so I can mix up my colors. The first one I'm grabbing is actually titanium dioxide. I use this to whiten things up in the main pot that I'm going to be working on. So I'm stick blending that a little bit to make sure I get it mixed up really well. Next I'm going to start putting my colors after I scrape this off into the other containers. They did thicken up on me a little bit because I did have cocoa butter in there, but they smooth right back out once I start blending it in with the rest of the batter. Next I'm going to put my fragrance oil in and Start with the main one, and then I divide it in between the other 3 containers and get all that mixed up really good. Now I'm going to start pouring my colors into the main bowl in random spots. I should have probably let it thicken up a little bit more, but I was curious, as runny as it was, is how this was going to play out. And in the end, you're going to see that I should have waited, because my colors blended a lot more than I wished that they would have. And now I'm simply just going to pour the batter into the mold. I'm going to turn the mold first, and then I'm going to pour the batter into it. Now I'm going to bop these a couple times because I saw some air bubbles, so I'm trying to get those to rise up to the top and pop. And then I'm going to take the extra batter that I have and pour them inside of these extra molds that I have and fill them up. As you can see, there's my white. So literally by the time I just moved everything out of the way and wiped the counter off, this had set up this much. So I am going to go ahead and do my textured top. It is so simple. All you do is you take your spoon and drag it up. There is no right or wrong way to do this. As you can see, I wasn't happy with it, so I just kept messing with it until I had it the way I wanted it. And the moment of truth. You can see, you can't even see the yellow hardly that I put in there. So I definitely should have let it set up a little bit more instead of letting it be quite so runny before I poured it into the main bowl. And if you made it all the way to the end of this, a big thank you, and I appreciate you watching the channel and staying to the end. As always, thanks for watching.